All right, welcome. Here's your Saxon lesson for today. This is Saxon lesson 91. We're going to start the lesson by going over our new, vocabulary words, our new spelling words for this week. It says spelling word list 18. Let's read those words together, class. Joy, frosty, coin, south, wife, choose, shake, window, join, clay, grow, branch, tray, brave, long, many, enough, buy, answer, ocean. The first sentence. When the dog sees his master, he will jump up and bark out loud. 22. Will she win the contest next week? All right, make sure you're studying for these. Your test is on Friday. All right, let's see. The last time we talked about the English people, we discussed the time period when there were knights and ladies and castles. This is the same time period that the story Robin Hood describes, which was the Middle English period. Remember the Robin Hood, the story Robin Hood? Who can remind me what that's about? What's the story Robin Hood about? Robin Hood is the guy, the superhero that stole money from the rich and gave it to the poor, remember? Oh, yeah. So this is when that story took place. In the 1400s, an important event occurred that affected the spelling of English words. Does anyone have any idea what that might have been? 1400 was very long ago. During this time, the printing press were invented and eventually introduced into England. Before printing presses were invented, all paper documents and books were carefully copied by hand by people who were called scribes. In a few weeks, you will be learning about something called a scribble O. This is an O which say ah according to our spelling rules, but instead says So it's an O that says instead of ah. Anyway, have you ever tried to write with an ink pen? Yes, you have. When we grade stuff with red pen. Have you? That's an ink pen. Have you tried writing with that before? Yeah. Well, when books were copied by hand, people sometimes had trouble reading the words the scribes had written because the ink they used sometimes blotted or ran. It is believed that the letters used that some scribes wrote look more like O's. Eventually, the spelling of the words containing those letters changed. What else do you think might have happened to spelling during the time books were being copied by hand? Right, and it changed a lot because people maybe couldn't even. What if you can't read the person's handwriting? You thought the E was an O, right? Yeah, and then it just stays like that forever. All right, that's right. When books were copied by hand, spelling also changed a lot because scribes often spelled words the way they were pronounced. Since words were pronounced differently in various parts of the country, this sometimes resulted in the same word being spelled differently in different books. How do you think the printing press might have affected the way we spell words? You guys know what the printing press is? You know those typewriters that they type on? Yeah, that's when they invented them. The printing press affected the way we spell words because it is standardized spelling. That is, after a word was in print, its spelling tended to remain the same. So you see, the printing press really did have a big effect on the English language and the way we spell words today. Would you like to have been the person who helped decide how our words are spelled? You'd probably make A's on all your spelling tests, right? All right, let's go over our letter cards, picture cards, and sight word cards. Go. You guys sound like you're sleeping. Raise your voice. That was horrible. This is diphthong digraph OU. Your turn.
Diphthong digraph OU. Diphthong digraph OU.
Digraph AI. DGE. Good job. Keep going. Final. Digraph OA. Digraph AU. Digraph AW. Very good. We learned those last two when we were online. All right, letter cards. Let's do our picture cards. All right, star R. Dollar Horse or. Doctor Worm Whale wa. Cake A. Concrete E. Dime I. Hose O. Cube U. Hook Tooth oo. Sheep E. Bubble bull. Staple pull. Candle dull. Bugle gull. Bottle toll. Ruffle full. Cry I. Candy E. Ring Phone Leaf E. Thread Steak A. Knot Gnat Wreath Mouse ow. Soup oo. Cow ow. Bow o. Rain A. Hay A. Circles. Oil oi. Toy oi. Light eye. Hatch. Draft J. Bridge J. Lotion shun. Soap O. Faucet ah. Straw ah. Excellent. Okay, y'all are silly. Sight word cards, go.
Animals, friends, change, country, danger, island, listen, once, stranger, food.
Excellent. Okay, now flip to the next page in your spelling, in your little packet. Let's look at spelling high frequency word, page 91, where it says spelling sound review. Next to number 1, I want you to write combination AR. Very good. That's R, AR. Number 2, E. E, that's E, comma E, final E, comma Y. So again, I'll repeat. Number 2 was E. Hold on. It was E, which, hold on. It was E, which is E, comma E, final E, comma Y. Number 1 was combination AR. Number 2 is U. U. What is U? U consonant E, comma U. U consonant, E, comma, U. Number 4 is combination ER. Very good. Number 5 is V. That's V, final, VE. Number 6 is Z. That's Z, comma, S. Right? A voiced S makes Z. Number 7, ooh. That's O-O. Very good. Number 8, oi. Diphthong O-I, final O-Y. So it's O-I, final O-Y. Number 9 is ol. That's L-L. I'm sorry, that's L, final L-L. So it looks like this. If you need some time to write this down, you can pause the video now. All right, so let's go ahead and move on let's move on to number 10, review words. Next to number 10, where it says review words, I want you to write the word raw. Raw. Like the meat is raw. It's not cooked. Raw. How do you spell raw, class? R-A-W. Very good. Next to number 11, write the word softness. Softness. Class, let's spell it together. S-O-F-T-N-E-S-S. Number 12, suction. Suction. When you vacuum, if you feel the other end of the vacuum, it's suctioning all the dirt out of the floor. Suction. Okay, suction. S-U-C-T-I-O-N. S-U-C-T-I-O-N. Next to number 13, where it says sight words, I want you to write the word danger. Danger. Class, let's spell danger. D-A-N-G-E-R. Number 14, write the word eye. Not like my eyeball, eye. How do you spell eye, class? E-Y-E, like your eyeball. All right, number 15, listen. Listen. All right, let's spell listen together. L-I-S-T-E-N. Excellent job. L-I-S-T-E-N. Listen. Okay, let's move on. Number 16. Write it out loud after I say it. So just watch me first and then we'll do it together. Throw the little fish into the pond so we can catch him later. Period. Let's say it again. Throw the little fish into the pond so we can catch him later. Period. All right, pause the video and write that down. Okay, so let's look at this word behind me. What does this word say, class?
River.
River. What should I do before coding this word? Look for a final, stable syllable or a suffix, and then find the vowel. So is there any final stable syllables?
No.
Or a suffix?
No.
So how many syllables are there?
2.
There's 2. There's I and then there's E. What do we do when we have more than one vowel in a word? Very good. Find the vowel pattern and divide the vowels into syllables. So by doing that is like vowel, syllable, vowel. So we have a V, C, V. All right. So who can tell me the word pattern for this word? What's the word pattern, class?
VCV.
V, C, V. Where is it best to divide the accent in a VCV pattern?
At the beginning.
No, divide after the first vowel and accent the first syllable. So you accent, you're right, you accent the first syllable, but you divide it after the first vowel. Okay. So, river. Does everyone see that?
Yeah.
Where does the accent go?
Right
In the beginning. Very good. All right. How do we code the vowel I? Leah? Nope, but we do divide the I with a macron. So macron and then a accent. What about ER? What is that? Class, everyone? Good. That's called a combination ER. So we code by combinations by putting a arc. Very good. Who can give me a word? I'm sorry, who can give me a sentence using the word river? Rena. Can we go get some water from the river? What's another one, Dominic? Good. There's a river by the main park. We'll do one more. Dustin? Let's go swim in the river. Okay, good. All right, let's move on and see where it says new sounds and words on the back next to number 1.
Yep.
Let's practice writing VCV words. Next to number 1, I want you to write the word body. Body. B-O-D-Y. Body. I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. I forgot to show you the new card. So we have a new coding card, or a card that's going to help us code our words, VCV. So they give us examples. We have baby, robins, banana. Banana has 2 VCVs. Erase, hotel, July, divide. So the VCV is not always in the middle. Sometimes it's in the beginning, and sometimes it's even at the end. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hang this up in the class so it'll help you with your coding. Okay, let's move on. Number 1 was body. Class?
Yes.
Can we spell body together?
Yes.
Spell it.
B-O-D-Y.
Excellent. B-O-D-Y. Next to number 2, write the word 7, like the number 7, but in words. Yes, Dominic?
You already have that card up.
The VCV? No, I have the VCCV. This is 1 C. That's 2 C's. See? That's VC. Oh, I do have the VCV. Oh, you're right. That's why I couldn't find it. Oh, interesting. I already have it up. So thank you for telling me. All right, number 2 is 7. Let's spell it together. S-E-V-E-N. Number 3 is river. River.
Oh, that's easy.
It's on the board. Spell it, class.
R-I-V-E-R.
Excellent. Now let's read these words together in the high frequency word box. Out, point, young, never, 7, study, pretty, enough. Now you're going to spell the word 1 time next to each word, and then I want you to write 2 sentences. In each sentence, you're going to use 1 word, a different word. So don't use the same word in both sentences. Make sure you include a capital letter and a period. Highlight the word you used. I am looking for very nice handwriting. Go ahead and do that now. Second. So now that we've had time to work a little bit, let's talk about coding. So let's see who can answer me. I'm going to call names for my little bucket. How do we code G's that sound like J's? Dominic. With a dot. Good job. Stand up, please. How do we code vowels that make the squaw sound? Haney. With an upside down E. Very good. Stand up. How do we code diagraphs, class? Not class. How do we code diagraphs, JC? Underline them. Good job. Stand up. How do we code combinations or diphthongs, Dustin? With an arc. Very good. Stand up. How do we code C's that sound like K's? She's not here. C's that sound like K's, Leia. With Sedelia's. Good job. C's that sounds like S's. Very good. With Sedelia's. How do we code trigraphs, Christian? Doing what? Underlining them. We underline trigraphs, kind of like diagraphs, right? How do we code silent letters, Rena?
By crossing them out.
Good job. Stands up by crossing them out. How do we code suffixes? Michael isn't here. Mariah isn't here. Brenaya, how do we code suffixes? By boxing them. Good job. Stand up. Good job. If you're standing up, I want you to jump up 5 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very good. If you're standing up, I want you to head, shoulder, knees, and toes 3 times. Stand up. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Good job. Bottoms down. Good job. That was a good little break. Okay, let's look at this. Finish the batch of slaw. Finish. How do we code the word finish, Rena? Very good. V, C, V. After the C. Very good. Finish. The is easy. Just underline CH. It's voiced, and then you put a squaw. Batch. Haney, how do I code batch? Underline trigraph TCH. Cross out the T. And put a breathe on the A. Okay. Of is a sight word. And slaw, Brenaya, how do I code slaw? You weren't on the online when we learned this one. What is AW, Rena? Good. Diagraph AW. It's a diagraph. We learned it when we were online. Diagraph AW is coded by underlining it. All right, class, let's read this together. Finish the batch of slaw. I guess like slaw is like a kind of salad. I think, like made from cabbage, right? All right. Anyway, let's look at the next one. A restless toe. Oh, I'm not gonna read it. Let's do it first. The A needs a squaw. Restless, JC. Excellent. No, not a bracket. You box it because it's a suffix less. Very good. And then an accent before it. All right, JC, how about toad? And a on the A. Excellent job. Dominic, sat. Yes. Toad. T-O-A-D. Oh, you're right. You put a macron on the O and you cross out the A. Good job. Tade. You're right. If it's coded that way, it is pronounced Tade. It's coded like this. It's pronounced toad. Good job, Dominic. Dominic, how do you code sat? Breathe on the A. That's too easy for you. On is too easy for you. Breathe on the O. The is too easy for you. Edge. Dominic?
That's easy too. That's fine.
Try. D-G-E. And what do I do with the E? Breathe. And on the G, a dot because it makes the J sound. Very good. Of is a sight word. The, we probably memorized how to do that by now. And roof is diagraph O-O. Okay, let's read this together, class. A restless toad sat That's on the edge of the roof. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to complete worksheet and homework page 91 on your own. All right, do that, turn it in to me, and I'll see you later. Bye.